Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Right now, you got 58.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
26. Inside. Back north.
In motion left is Wilson. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And again, it's Rodgers.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Right, 26.
And Wilson in motion left.
Rodgers again now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Touchdown Jets.
Mecole Hardman.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jets get a bit closer. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Tua now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, come on.
Now 2nd and 3. In motion comes the tight end left. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Jet.
On play action, Rodgers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Hey, take 26. Wide left.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chuck Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake.
man, talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep. It's my time, I know Patty Philippe. They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I stepped through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we ain't on none of that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see a crowd at the bottom, and with that I climb to the peak. Don't ride no red, but they know what I'm on, they address me as chief. I be dripping water like a reef. Slid off with the bag, but I ain't no thief. It's a sweet, they ain't even have a chance. I've been locked on that cash in a trance. Hit the end zone and do my little dance. Yeah, your chick blowing kisses like lambs. Should go tell your mans. It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Get that boy out of there.
It's a sweep, do my dance, Mr. Clean. Game nice, but I play it so mean. Front line, I'm protecting the team. John Madden, yeah, I boom with the scheme. Dream chasing, I've been chasing the dream. Paper chasing, I just made it my thing. Got the bag, I just need me a ring. GMF, hold it down for the team. It's a sweep, right? Shout out to Jokic, I'm locked in. Man, I swear that I'm focused. He toes up in the drip, I bet they didn't notice. Air Force Ones got me walking like POTUS. God's child, so I know that I'm chosen. Drake with me, man, I feel like DeRozan. Left and right wrist equally frozen. All four pockets equally swollen.
It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
It's bag season, I'ma post like a sinner. Diamond chains and a mink in the wind. All these rings on, you could tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in dim. Got the pink slip for these whips, ain't no rental. Steady breaking records, give them something to remember. Money, power, and respect is so simple. What separate good and great is they mental.
It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there.
Hey,
we ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps.
Yes, sir. It's a sweep. We the midweek. I tend to smile VVS on my teeth. Money made rather I'll never be beat. Got rid of Bronco, got SOTG. Deep in that jungle, came out with a meat. Got a tread like got 2K on my feet. Slide with the bros, I don't care what you think. 17 flash, gonna go in a blink. Hey. Hey, Rich got no thirst, like what do you drink? Last of the real, yeah, my kind be extinct. Bad little G used to drink from the sink. Whoa, whoa. No TLC, I'm too lit, we can't creep. Flight to Miami, I stay with that heat. Hopped on the jet, cause
it's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You going off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack figures with your family.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that one will bounce out of the back of the... We will start here at the 25. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 38. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
26.
They'll run with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Tua going to change the play. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
21G, 21G.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they move this all the way down to the 9. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Dolphins nothing. Greg Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 10, Dolphins nothing.
Ready. Let's go.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now they'll audible to something else. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That's good for a Dolphins. First and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Two are going to try and go quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
50, flag. Where y'all going? Right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion right, that's Wilson. Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Hey, pick 26. Look at you.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In motion right comes Cobb. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Tua, a final shot before half. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively virtually.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Rodgers.
26-yard line.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
21G, 21G. Turbo 1, high.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Solo left Zion. East right, no.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conley.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
In motion left is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.